And welcome back to another episode. How are we getting on, guys?
Good. Today we're joined by, I guess, the very well known at the moment, David Payton. How you doing, David?
What's going on, man? Pleasure to be on the show. Appreciate you for having me.
Of course, man. How can we not?
Pleasure's all ours.
For anyone who might not know you, David, how about you introduce yourself?
I'm an actor, and I play the role of Herb on Marvel's WandaVision that's currently on Disney Plus. So I'm super stoked and happy about that, and I'm assuming that's why I'm here.
You nailed it in one, David. That was such a amazing job you did. Number one, but dude, that show overall, whew, that's a mind blower right there.
Yeah.
Now, what they did with your hair was beautiful. Oh, like I just gotta put that out there straight away, dude. The different variety they gave you with your hair was ridiculous. It was amazing.
Dude, I had flashbacks when they did that, and I was like, man, I kind of missed it. I miss waking up and having to, pick and comb my hair. And actually, I literally once we finished one night, I woke up and I was pat my fro and I forgot I didn't have it. I was kind of depressed with that.
I thought it was your real hair.
So costumes and makeup, they did their job, if that's the case.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was so crazy. And dude, just to be in a Marvel movie, like number one, that must be a dream come true.
Absolutely, man. I mean, it's obviously it's a blessing from God, man, to have that opportunity to be a part of Marvel and to be in this realm. So I count all my blessings, count it all joy, basically.
Yeah. And where did this opportunity come from?
Again?
I said, where did this opportunity come from to play the role?
Well, I have an agent. My agent, submitted me for the role. And I actually did a tape audition for it. Excuse me. Did the tape audition, and like a week and a half later, got confirmation. I got the part, and the rest is history.
Did you know it was a Marvel production? Like, I don't know how secretive they are over there. But...
I knew it was Marvel. I just didn't know it was WandaVision. Marvel kept it a really good secret. Someone asked me in a previous interview, and such a simple question, but it was like it's such a good one because of Marvel and how they operate in secrecy. But I think when I knew it was WandaVision, I think the same week that I had to go to set to start shooting, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. And yeah, they kind of keep you on the wraps, or like they don't really tell you anything until you absolutely have to know it. So did that make it any bit difficult learning the lines?
No, not at all. They have a strategy to where you're still able to commit to your craft as an artist. So that I wasn't worried about at all. They made it very easy to still act.
Well, what did they do?
That's a process I can't really talk about.
Sorry, it's all right. It just beamed the lines into your head. Neuralink, right, Elon Musk and the boys were over there.
Yeah, because Wanda, she still has the hex around.
Oh yeah,
it never really left. So
must have been handy. So with all these like Marvel things, like the sets are like completely fake. Like they're like blue screen, green screen, whatever. So, what was the case on set for WandaVision? Was it more real, or what was going on?
Absolutely. It's a lot more than you think. It was way beyond the green screen. There was a lot of work put into it. Visual effects. Their personnel was just on point. I mean, there's so much detail in that. We definitely don't even have enough time to talk about that. Like that alone, that's a whole nother segment, you know.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I said that before it came out. Like, that Marvel is going to change the way like these superhero TV shows are done, because like in the past, especially with the DC ones, no offense to DC, they're terrible. Like the special effects on them is like, it's just
hey, you said it,
awful.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Let the record show. I'm just an innocent bystander.
There you go. Yeah, I'll never work for DC now. But you know, like, dude, if you've watched Supergirl, dude, it was terrible. And then like Marvel comes in here, and it's like it's the same as the movies. There's no difference. It's just the best they could possibly do. It's just amazing what they're doing.
Definitely is. It definitely is an amazing job what Marvel has done. I think they're continuing to raise the bar as far as the production is concerned. I'm just glad to be a part of it.
No, do you think there's any possibility for your character to come back, or do you think your story's well done?
Anything is possible. Anything is possible with Marvel. So we'll see.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see, because like for the whole town in general, because I guess the effects of what was going on with that would just be pretty fucked. I don't think there's another way to put it. It would just be like, yeah, you're seeing this lady's dreams. You've missed the world for like a month or something, dude.
Look, I would love to see the opportunity of what may happen with that. But that's a question that Kevin Feige and, you know, all the executives up top at Marvel will be able to better answer than myself. Only thing I could do is just say anything's possible.
Yeah. And did you get to meet those guys, or how far up the ladder did you see?
I think it was one point Kevin Feige was there. I probably had a conversation with him and just didn't even know it. There was a lot of executives that was there. I mean, I obviously had the pleasure of, you know, working with, you know, our great actors of, you know, Paul Bettany, Elizabeth Olsen, Catherine Hahn, Tiana, Randall Park. The list goes on as far as the actors. But everybody was, I know this is going to sound cliche, but it was magical. It was a magical experience. It was dope. It was cool. Like, everybody was normal. I was like, okay. It's like, hey, how you doing? You're an actor? Good. Great. Yeah. It's like, oh, okay. This is normal. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to be normal too.
Yeah, because like, as like a person who watches this stuff, like you'd imagine like the big actors like want to, like everything's sorted out for them or whatever, but in reality, when you're there, they're just normal.
Yeah, I mean, because you got to think like that's their element. You know what I mean? So for me, I feel like I belong. You know, I felt like that was my element too. So it was just, everybody was in conjunction with each other. So, you know, I think that's what made it even more so magical, because we all knew what job we had to do. We all knew we had to execute and give our best versions of ourselves through the characters. And we just wanted to see each other succeed in that. And you can tell by the collaboration through the dialogue on screen. Mm-hmm. And that was the dopest part about it.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Well, it was just a piece of art when it came out.
Oh yeah.
I love the way to use your character. It was kind of like comedic, but you're also kind of letting us know bits about the story. Thomas, you had a great question about that, actually.
Oh yeah. Do you know what you were supposed to say? You probably get this question a lot now, but when you said like we're all, do you know what can you reveal that?
Can I?
Can you? I mean, I'm just kind of thinking Kevin Feige's kind of standing over you right now, gun to your head kind of shit. You know, it's like, go on, tell them, please.
Slip up. Slip up. I dare you.
He said it. He said I did. I promise.
Oh my God.
You know what? I think you know what's so cool about the question, because I do get that question a lot. So what I do is I just leave it to the imagination. You know, I feel like whether if I know it or not, I think it'll take away the integrity of how great the story is. So I kind of leave that up to question, because I'm in love with the fan theories. What did I say? I was like, you tell me what I said. Well, I think you were going to say X, Y, Z. Like, interesting. That's nice. So I like to leave it at that. I like to leave it to the imagination of the fans, because you guys have such a great imagination. It goes far beyond what I think I was going to say.
And was seeing these fan theories or whatever, did you see any that kind of got something right?
Say it again.
Well, when you seen these fan theories, like, did you see anything that got any part of the story right? Because there's so many people like make so many guesses.
Yeah, there was so many theories. I mean, like, it was a plethora of theories. I mean, there's probably I'm pretty sure there was some of those that pretty much got something right with it. I mean, if you throw a wet paper towel at the wall, eventually it's gonna stick, So
I remember when Endgame came out, there was somebody who got it right before it came out, like before the trailer came out even. And says, what was it? Same with the new Star Wars. Someone what was it? After the first one came out, they made a theory saying who Rey's parents was. And remember, that was that whole shebang of theories, and that they got it right. So fair play to if you got them right. But no, there was a lot of theories about, like,
there's so many theories.
Doctor Strange showing up, the devil being involved.
Oh yeah, man, that was crazy. I one of my colleagues had sent me something saying, like, "Hey, man, a lot of people think you're going to be the devil. They're calling you the devil." I'm like, I was like, let's hope that theory is absolutely incorrect. Let's just
dude, hope it's right. Dude, that'll be a big reveal. It was Herb.
Like, Herb's the devil. I was like, no, can I be Jesus? Why come I can't be Jesus? Like, let me be the savior. He's like, damn, I gotta be that.
There you go. Like, wow. Oh my god.
No, but there was a load of fan theories, and a lot of people thought it was Mephisto. I heard one, like, Al Pacino was supposed to be Mephisto. That would have been, they all would have been cool now. But dope. Like,
oh man, that'd be legendary.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that would have been awesome. But
dude, Robert De Niro. I might like skip Al Pacino, Robert De Niro. That would have been even better.
I mean, either one. I mean, those are icons. Those are acting icons. Can you imagine that? Those two acting icons being in a Marvel project,
dude.
Any, for that matter. Man, what?
But talking about how much you knew, they tend.
You know what? You got into Marvel before Robert De Niro, so well done.
I know, right? I'm like a microscopic step ahead.
Here's him. Here's you.
Oh man, appreciate it, man.
Thomas, what are you gonna say?
I was gonna ask, how much did you know about the story? Because I know Marvel are very, very, very secretive, especially when it comes to, like, Tom Holland.
Oh yeah.
Well, I you know what? I knew enough to do my part.
Mm.
And I mean, and at that point, that's all that was good enough for me. I'm not the type to try and go, digging for clues. There were certain times, like, man, I wonder why I'm doing this. But as long as, I was given great direction. Max Chapman was just an amazing director. He's an actor's director, so he knew exactly what he was doing. He was a magician behind that camera. I just took all his directions. I just took it and just ran with it. And whatever he liked, and whatever adjustments he wanted to make, he made, and I just made sure I just executed and gave the best version of me possible.
You did a great job again.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
If there's anything you could change in the story, would you?
Nope.
No, it was just that perfect.
It was that good. It's like that it's like asking, if you would change anything in your past. Nah, I wouldn't. I'll let it be, you know. If anything, I'll go back and re-enjoy the journey. I would just literally watch myself go through the process. That's what I definitely would do that.
Yeah. That's fair.
No, that's a good point.
It's better than like the whole thing, that's
yeah.
Moving forward, like, has this helped your career? Like, are you getting more bookings or just business as usual?
Great question. I'm pretty sure I'm still in that realm of, this is still fresh. So I'm pretty sure it's opening up a lot of doors. There's been a lot of articles that people have been notifying me of. Right now, I don't really too much focus on that. Obviously, I'm going to take advantage of the situation. But right now, my goal personally moving forward is to continue to work on my craft. A lot of auditions a lot of projects and things of that nature have been coming my way. And I've definitely been taking them into consideration and making sure that I'm giving my best version of myself. And hopefully these projects are a good fit and we go for it from there.
Yeah.
100%. I mean,
you have to kind of hammer away at it. What made you want to be an actor, or do you kind of fall into it?
I always know, man. Since I was a little kid, I always had it in me. Like, I love to entertain, and I think I knew I wanted to be in this realm of entertainment. As a child, I didn't know what portion, because when I was a child, like I was a little kid, I was basically pretending to be a superhero. In my room, just creating stories from the beginning all the way to the end, like literally like creating characters and, things of that nature and just going through dialogue by myself. As weird as that sounds, it's not what a normal little boy would be doing, probably playing with toys or, running in the backyard, playing in the mud or something. Myself, I was creating stories. So little did I know that was, my inner passion of wanting to go into entertainment, let alone acting.
Well, I'm glad you went after it, because there's so many people who would love to get into the craft and then just can't, whether it be their situation doesn't allow for it, or there's no facilities around them that entertain it. Like, so
right.
What was your first dive into the field?
Oh man, my first dive into the field. Well, as far as acting as a whole, I did some community theater stuff, which was really, really cool. I think theater is way more difficult because, in film you can mess up and, say, hey, can we run that back? I'm like, yeah, cool. Not in theater. When you're live, you're live. And ain't no
there's no timeout.
Yeah, there's no timeout. You can't go to the edge of the stage and excuse me, audience, can you give us 5 minutes to redo this scene that we just screwed up in front of you that you paid money for to watch? Nah, it ain't none of that. It's basically cut dry. But I did that early on, and then it kind of grew into jumping in the film.
Yeah, with theater, when you mess up, or if you mess up, it can go two ways. You can sit there like a deer in the headlights, so you can kind of recover. I've been to some things, and I've seen lads recover so beautifully. It was probably better than the original thing.
Right.
Yeah, I got to see this thing of the Fiddler on the Roof, and they were doing this choreographed kind of song, and there was some guy juggling, and he was also doing that kind of Russian dancing where he's dropping down, he's kicking both his legs out, and he dropped it, and then he just kind of
is that the dance with their arms across? And
yes.
Oh yeah,
he was doing that and juggling.
What
wow.
a guy. And he failed. Like, and he failed and he paused and he was like on his ass. So what the two of the other dancers do? They dragged him off stage. Like he was just sitting on his ass, and they got an arm each and they dragged him off. You know?
Oh, okay, so that's how he played it off. It was like
they played it and everyone laughed. It was hilarious. Yeah. It took away from the whole like this is such a serious thing, and it's just a big roar of laughing. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Theater can go well, or you can sit there scared. Yeah, you're saying it's hard. We would have gone earlier. He was saying the exact same. You've never done voice acting, have you?
No. I'll get into it. I think I'll get into it in the future.
Yeah, you got a voice for it. You got one hell of a voice there.
Appreciate it.
I'm pretty sure you've played a radio host before, right?
Say it again.
I'm pretty sure you've played a radio host before, right?
Actually, I haven't. It's funny that you asked that. I did work in radio, and I did do a little bit of voiceover work, but I was like to help out with some certain commercials, but it wasn't like big enough to where I'd be like, oh yeah, I got voiceover. Yeah. But yeah.
And if you had the choice, like, what field of acting would you like to get into? You want to keep going on screen, or would you want to get into voice acting? Or
yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind. I mean, right now, I want to establish myself in the film industry, see what challenges that has, and hopefully moving forward, it'll open up some doors for more opportunities.
Well, I'm sure having a role in Wandavision is definitely going to help that. I mean, it's not a bad thing to put on your CV, man. It's handy.
Right. I think prior to WandaVision, my resume was it was okay. And now that I have WandaVision on my resume, I'm okay.
But isn't it amazing that can happen? Like that effect Marvel can have on your career by just having this like small role in this TV show. It could open up this door of opportunity for your acting career.
Right. And that's why I say it's truly a blessing from God to have that opportunity, because there's, like only the future knows, you know what I mean? So, that's why I say my goal right now is to really focus on my craft, really work on my acting muscles and just make sure that I'm prepared to put my best foot forward as far as whatever character role opportunities may present itself.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what you got to do. Like it's an opportunity, you got to roll with it. But
absolutely.
In terms of it setting you up in your acting career, dude, those kids who got to play like Wanda's kids, they're going to go places if they keep up acting.
Absolutely.
Like it already looks like they're coming back.
Yeah, they were really dope, man. Got a chance to hang out with them backstage and stuff too. Really talented kids, man.
Do you know what their names are? I don't know.
Say that again.
I said, do you know what their names are?
Not off the top of my head right now.
Yeah.
But I did, like I said, I did have a chance to hang out with them backstage. Pretty cool kids, man.
Yeah, no, they were extremely talented. Like the whole cast was extremely talented. You all did such a good job, and you can even see people's reactions to the cat. Like, I don't know if you know the amount of love that was presented for Randall Park, but people fell in love with the character because of the show.
Dude, I had the honor and the pleasure to have a conversation with him backstage, and when I tell you, I love to give people roses, when they're still alive. And I had to tell him, like, man, like, dude, you were hilarious in Spider-Man. Oh, no, excuse me, Ant-Man. And, he's just a humble guy. Humble, just mad, chill, just relax. Like he knows, but he's just so cool, in his own way. And it's like, and that energy just rubs off on you. And it was like, man, I wish I had more time to just converse with you, so more of that energy can rub off on me. That's how cool he is. So I can understand why.
He seems like the kind of guy I'd like to go for a pint with, to be honest with you, man. I think that going out to the pub with that guy would be one of the best shit ever.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, man.
Like just to have a drink with Randall Park, like, yeah, that'll be a dope little thing to do. For
And
real.
with the whole COVID situation, what was it like filming? You guys were like dead on time, or was it like just a lot of people saying keep that mask on, or what's going on?
Everything was safe, to go through that whole process of the pandemic with COVID. It was, there was a lot of productions that was shut down during that time because we started production prior to it, and then it got shut down like nationwide. Everything was shut down, and then once things started picking back up, the acting, that industry just had to, revise their protocol. And Marvel had an immaculate protocol that kept everybody safe. There was no worries,
Were you tested multiple times a week, I presume, or?
That whole protocol was just, it was, I wouldn't even say it was strenuous because it was like the first time. So it was like, everything made sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if it works similarly across all like Disney productions, but when I did the last Duel, I was only in for 2 weeks and I got tested 8 times.
Yeah, that sounds about right. But I mean, every project's different.
I just seemed to like stop and stare at me. I was like,
yeah, what did I do wrong? You froze for a second. We were about to.
Sorry.
Anyway.
that was terrifying.
Can you see me?
Yeah, we can see you.
I was saying that's probably about right because every project's different. So, I'm assuming like, the protocol has to adjust to the project, and to the number of people, things of that nature. I'm just glad that there was some protocol in place because, truth be told, your boy was terrified. Your boy was really, taking the, the pandemic and this COVID-19, this virus, I was taking it seriously. I may look tough.
Gonna have to.
I might look tough, but I'm not.
Well, do you have any like pre-existing conditions that would have like put you at risk, or?
No, just afraid of getting sick.
That's fair.
Are you open up? Are you on a lockdown right now where you are, or what's it like over there?
I'm in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
That says it all.
There you go. Enough said.
Enough said.
Great response. Well done.
Like I still take it seriously. Right now, the reason why I don't have a mask, I'm in the comfort of my own home, which is safe. And even then, sometimes, like when I have, people, even like I have Amazon deliver something, I'll put on my mask and grab my sanitizer just to answer the door, But I still take it seriously because, you want to try and do your part to help bring this virus to a sustainable or maybe possibly, just to keep it under wraps so nobody else get affected because it's serious.
Yeah.
We've been in a lockdown now for 6 months, like full restrictions. You can't go 5 kilometers outside your home. It's crazy.
Strictest level of lockdown for the last ages. It's been rough.
But we can understand why it has to be done, kind of thing, like
right. And it's like, it's at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. I mean, I understand some people like they just gotta get out, but I'd rather be safe. And if that means I gotta stay in my house, save a little gas money, and so be it.
Absolutely.
No, yeah, you're damn right. Actually, I mean, people can't seem to fathom the idea that it helps other people keep safe. Like,
absolutely.
Thomas has this funny theory about COVID.
Thomas, it's the birds, man. Trust me, man. No. Listen to me now. You're probably thinking this guy is fucking insane. You've been talking to me for half an hour. You don't even know me. But listen, right now, why do you think we have a global pandemic every 100 years? It's really simple, man. They've got to change the batteries in the birds. Now, hold on. You're thinking, this guy, shut up, David, shut up.
The
Listen
confusion.
to me. Prove me wrong, man. I dare you. But listen to me.
And that is a video game.
Whoa, man. Hold up now. Hold up now, man. No. Because listen, the reason they migrate is because they got to charge the batteries.
Some government conspiracy. You talking about changing batteries and birds.
Yeah.
Man, look.
Man, it's like that's the thing, though, because they migrate.
I'm going to need you to unplug your Super Nintendo. That's what I'm gonna need you to do. That's kind of ridiculous.
Listen, so birds migrate every year, and that's because they got to charge the batteries. But come on, man, me and you, we both know. Man, listen, me and you, we both know that batteries die out eventually, so they got to be changed. What did it do? Global pandemic. Boom.
Yeah, that is some.
I'm just saying,
man. I'm so done with you with that nonsense, man.
That's That's actually one of the less stupid.
That'll be a good part to a video game, though, where there's a level you got to recharge the batteries of the birds. I think you got something cooking right there, sir.
Yeah, it's burnt. It's what it is. It's burnt. Yeah, it's his brain. It's gone to mush.
Yeah, every time I
but
say
can
that,
we keep that a secret between us three?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the birds might come and get you.
Yeah, that's not what you want. Florida's full of birds.
Oh man,
yeah.
Listen, as long as you don't tell other people, you'll be grand. But deep down, inside, David, the truth, my friend.
Yeah. Now, when I go outside and take a breath of fresh air, I'm gonna see a bird watching me like. You've been talking to.
Oh, so you've been talking to the Irish guys, huh?
Oh my God.
I see.
Right.
Yeah. Bird flies by, a battery drops out, just falls to the ground.
I'm telling you right now, if a bird flies by and a battery falls out of bird, I'm telling you, I'm calling y'all. I'm immediately calling you.
I'm expecting the call.
In the most frantic way, like, bro. Give me all that information you got, like right now.
Oh my God.
We're going on a crusade.
Oh God. Yeah.
But I need to drink what you drink. That's some good drink.
Dude, in Florida, like it's crazy the way like they've handled COVID. Like at a certain point, it was if it was an independent country, it would be the fourth most affected country in the world. Yeah. Rough.
Crazy.
Look, I mean, and I think that's why it's so important to vote. It's very important to be aware of who's in charge, government wise, and I'm not going to get into the politic portion.
No, we'll skip that.
At the end of the day, the only thing I can do at this moment right now is just be safe. Stay safe, honor the social distancing, wear my mask in public and when I'm inside any buildings, and continue to sanitize and wash my hands and my body and all that good stuff. Because you never know, it's wild. I just can't wait till we get to the new normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, hopefully we get back to normal eventually. It'll just be grand.
No more birds with batteries.
Yeah, for 100 years. Oh my God. Yeah. And that's how they keep it a secret too. Like there's no one like 100 years old telling you about the birds. Boom. There's no 100-year-old bird watchers. That's so dumb. I'm so sorry. What was I going to say? With COVID, has acting been harder to do? Like for voice actors, it's been super easy. Do it from home. Just buy a microphone. They've been fine.
Right.
But for actors, you guys kind of having a rough old time because that's something you need to be there for.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you have to. You got to think like, I mean, we're interacting person to person. And, that's it's difficult to try and find ways to, you know, to stay safe and do that at the same time. So it's truly a blessing that we got this project done through that pandemic. So very proud of that. Well, very proud to be a part of it.
I don't know if you have the same equivalent to soaps that we have over here in Ireland, but I remember a story or saw a picture of a soap, and they're working during COVID, and basically in a scene, this couple had to kiss, but because of restrictions, they couldn't. So what they did is, do you know those mannequins in shops?
I think I know you like they do like the back portion where they.
Yeah, but it was so freaking obvious that like.
Was it?
They did it for comedic reasons, basically.
Like,
yeah, it was either that or you told them about the birds with the batteries.
Listen, man, you keep
Funny enough,
talking about you keep talking about like you want to talk about this more, and trust me, I have lots of presentations on this that I've made. Okay, you don't know who I've talked to or where I've gotten my information from. It's all Wikipedia, by the way. It's not real.
Fun fact: penguins are the only ones that don't need batteries.
Fun fact: did you know, Jared, that if all the penguins of Antarctica wanted to invade Ireland, every Irish person would have to fight off 3 penguins?
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Yep. Just thought I'd let you know, man. Just be prepared. You know, it's like. But like look, you guys in America, you got it grand because you could outnumber the penguins. It's very smart, you know.
I'm sorry. He's never like this.
It's late here, man.
Is he high?
I wish. I wish.
He drunk and high. That's what it is.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Off the meds.
Yeah. Now, off the meds is more likely. Yeah. Dude, I don't even know what to say there.
off fucking meds.
What?
That's terrible.
Yeah. Dude.
Can you imagine me going to my friends and family like, hey man, I just got to the realest stuff up. You know, look, man, the next time y'all look at some birds, make sure that their batteries is charged.
Well, you think it ends there, but listen here, man.
You know, I don't want no part of it.
You know,
because I feel like it's gonna go into a whole nother world. I feel like I'm about to get high just listening to it.
Yeah, it's close. It's close.
I was about to bring up some shit that they, control the weather, man. You don't want to know.
Nah.
You know what they say about like a butterfly flaps its wings and Alan is slow, and
I'll stick to what was it? The red pill. What, Neo took the blue pill and all of a sudden he knew all that. Give me the other pill.
Yeah.
I like the way my steak tastes. Like old boy said, the juicy steak. I'm good.
Going back to WandaVision, if Thomas can.
Right.
I'll talk about
Matter
birds.
of fact, I'm gonna have to go back to Wanda. Like, hey, can you put me back in the hex? I just heard some of the most ridiculous stuff ever about birds with batteries. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Okay.
Ask her if her birds need batteries, or does she do with the hex? Are they Wanda powered or battery powered?
Right.
Maybe they got solar.
Oh man, guys, man. I mean, y'all a bad influence in my life, but I really appreciate y'all for giving me this opportunity to converse with you both, and thank you so much, man, for this opportunity, guys.
Of course.
Anytime.
Thanks for getting on. But before you head on there, I just one last question, and then we'll cop on about birds. We'll stop. Before you head on, man, what's it been like doing all these different tours or different podcasts and shows talking about WandaVision? Yeah, I've seen you guys are close as it gets.
You know what? Honestly, I think I just love the fact that I get to see new faces, and I get to have conversation with you guys and just be in touch with different types of fans of Marvel and Disney, and it's dope. I love the experience of, getting in contact and just, interacting with new people. So I think that's pretty dope. I mean, like, you guys are in Ireland. right?
Yep.
I never would have talked to somebody in Ireland if it, if it wasn't for this opportunity that I was blessed with. I think that's pretty dope. Like, just recently, I was talking to some people in Costa Rica.
I've seen that, yeah. That's interesting.
That's
I
awesome,
spoke Spanish.
You want to speak some Irish?
Yeah, you got something. Nothing dirty.
No, of course not.
Okay, we'll just say goodbye to the audience. We'll say Slán. Can you say Slán?
Slán?
Slán.
That's it?
S-L-A-N.
Slán.
There you go.
Slán.
Bye.
Oh, that's dope.
Slán,
everybody.
There we go.
Absolutely.
David, if people want to check you out, where can they find you?
I'm actually on social media with Instagram. So on Instagram, you can find me at d.payton. And then I think I have TikTok. I'm not really on TikTok. Matter of fact, I gotta pull it up because I'm old.
No worries.
Not doing any dances on TikTok then, I presume not, no?
No. I probably got one video on TikTok, and it was just me being thankful for guys like you, honestly. What is my TikTok? Yeah, my TikTok is at dpayton407.
There you go.
So yeah,
you know where to find him. So yeah,
perfect.
David, it was a pleasure. Bird talk aside, it was great fun. You're very insightful about the show. So if people want to check you out, they know where to find you. And look, if you got this far in the episode, fair play to you. And I guess good luck and take it handy.
All right, likewise, man. And slam to you guys and slam to everybody in Ireland. I appreciate the fan love and I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the opportunity. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Top of the morning, lads and ladies. Support for the Off the Irish podcast is now brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels, and you'll no longer need the look of the Irish with the ladies. Make every day feel like St. Patrick's Day for your balls with Manscaped. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code IrishPod at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at Manscaped and use code IrishPod. Use the right tools for the job and trim your pant potatoes.